We're back. It's the business of the Super Bowl, presented by Amica Life. We just got a glimpse into the economic impact of the Super Bowl and what it'll have on the Indianapolis. Now, let's see how local and national companies are preparing for the festivities this week and next. It's Scott Miller, the president of the Indianapolis Chamber of Commerce. Scott, thanks for joining us here on the business of the Super Bowl.
Thank you, Barry. Excited to be here.
What are you guys doing out in Indianapolis, and what are the local companies doing to prepare for the Super Bowl festivities?
Yeah. Well, first of all, our city is incredibly excited about the opportunity to host Super Bowl 46 and have been preparing for it since we found out we were awarded it in 2008. And so just today, as we were driving around downtown Indianapolis, we've got 33 race cars that are just south of the Circle, which is tied to our Indianapolis 500 routes here in the city of Indianapolis. Mm-hmm. And those cars are going to be spread out all over town, and so we're excited about that. But more importantly, our businesses are thrilled about it, and restaurants are completely booked at this point in time,
yeah.
And as well as entertainment venues. Pacers will be playing the night before the Super Bowl here in Indianapolis, hosting Orlando that evening, and Butler University's men's basketball program is going to be playing. So a lot of those types of events surrounding the Super Bowl are sellouts,
yep.
and yet our businesses are also thriving through this. So it's been a tremendous boon for our local economy.
Do you all have an American League hockey team? You have an AHL team?
Well, we have the Indianapolis Ice, which is an American Hockey League team, yeah. And I'm not sure if they're playing that week or not, but I can find that out for you.
And you have a good junior team as well. So there's a lot of Boston people coming. They're going to want to watch some hockey while they're out there. So
that's right. And if they do want to do that, feel free to have them Google the Indianapolis Ice.
Okay.
And the Ice generally play at the State Fairgrounds, which is about a 4 to 5 mile drive from downtown Indianapolis.
When are the fans starting to arrive? Monday, Tuesday? When do they start rolling into Indy?
Fans have already started coming in. The NFL Experience is starting this afternoon at 3 p.m., which is at our convention center, where NFL players will be there to interact with fans going through the NFL Experience. So fans are already beginning to come into town. Most of the 150,000 fans that we're expecting to be in town for the weekend will probably begin arriving Tuesday and Wednesday.
Now, I was looking at your economy out there the other day, and your economy's slow. How much hiring is getting done? You guys have a very high rate, higher than the national average of unemployment.
Yeah, our unemployment rate in central Indiana is right around 8.5% unemployment whenever you look at the surrounding counties to Indianapolis. But we've actually got an incredibly strong life science market with Eli Lilly headquartered here. Dow AgroSciences is headquartered here in Indianapolis. And Dow AgroSciences has just had a large renovation of their campus and facility and are adding quite a few people. And surprisingly so, over the last few years, we've had more job commitments in the last couple of years than we've had in the last decade. And so all signs are pointing to a robust recovery as our nation continues to climb out of this national recession.
How much how much money was invested in capital expenditures, new buildings, new facilities, training facilities, things like that in the Indianapolis area as a result of the Super Bowl?
Well, what we've tried to take a look at is really over the last 10 years, and we've probably had as much as $3 billion invested. When you look at a brand new international airport,
yep.
So as people begin flying in, Conseco, which was Conseco Fieldhouse, is now called Bankers Life Fieldhouse, was built. Lucas Oil Stadium, and all of that infrastructure, as well as the infrastructure on our roads. When people get here, I think they'll be very impressed. Downtown streets and streets throughout Marion County have all been repaved because of some of the work that Mayor Ballard has done to invest upwards of $200 million currently, and there's probably another $250 million that will be invested in infrastructure as it relates to streets, sidewalks, those types of things.
What are you hearing from the local business owners? What are their expectations? They're going to make some money off of this?
Well, everybody here is incredibly excited about it. And, the tough thing is ramping up for an event like this, because you've got to find employees, train them, and take care of them from a customer service standpoint, make sure that they are in tune with what each organization and company wants. But this is a great thing for our city. We have been great at hosting events for the last, I'd say, 25 years, starting with the Pan Am Games in 1987, but then multiple Final Fours since that point in time, Big Ten championships. We just hosted the Big Ten football championship. So to some extent, we're pretty good at this stuff, but the Super Bowl takes it to a whole new level for us.
How long does it take to clean it up after everybody leaves? Monday, everybody's in that airport leaving. How long is it before the city returns to its normal self?
You know, like I said, we're somewhat used to this. You know, when you host the Indianapolis 500 every year, and you have anywhere from 300 to 400,000 people at that venue, and that's an annual event. So we're pretty well prepared, I think. You know, I would say that downtown will be back and ready for business, if not Monday, at least by Tuesday.
All right. Well, Scott, thank you very much for joining us. Sure appreciate it.
Hey, thank you, Barry. Good luck to the Patriots.
Thank you.
All right.
That was Scott Miller, president of the Indianapolis Chamber of Commerce, joining us. Up next, we all watch the big game, but not necessarily just for the football. That's right. We want to see the commercials. That's a rarity in most cases, but the Super Bowl commercials are a big part of the spectacle. We'll check into the commercials with marketing and advertising guru, Mr. Scott Wolfberg, president of Cronin & Company. Up next, you're listening to the Business of the Super Bowl, presented by Amica Life.